Going over to the political part podcast, you have Vivek on the southern border being attacked by illegal immigrants and being overwhelmed, shoving soldiers down. Now, this was actually a repost as well as an additional comment from Vivek commenting on something from Colin Rugg. Colin said, quote, "New riot breaks out at southern border as 100 migrants rush the border, knocking down the guards and rip through the razor wire. The incident happened in El Paso, Texas." And Vivek said, quote, "If this isn't an invasion, I don't know what is," unquote. It's getting 1 million views as well as 39,000 likes. Let's see here. I'm not sure if there's much you can tell from the audio, but let's see here. Got about 5-6 U.S. soldiers standing and a big crowd in front of them. And they're just overwhelmed. And then there's a bigger, I guess spoiler alert, I guess some people might be surprised, it's actually a bigger fence. So they get stopped at the bigger fence. But there are a lot of military-aged men all there. And again, it's fascinating to see. I mean, for decades been told, oh yeah, the border's secure, we're fine, we'll fix it. It's fine, but we'll also fix it. It's like, well, okay. Now, I can't help but think most of the comments will be agreeing with Vivek. The first one comes from Paul Zazupa saying, quote, "The border is secure, Vivek. Kamala Harris said so. She wouldn't lie." And let's see. This is a clip of Kamala Harris and her eloquence. Let's see what she says.
"We have a secure border."
Actually, the funny thing is, she wasn't doing stand-up comedy. I thought she was for a second. She's actually doing a Meet the Press interview. Which, again, how many Americans really believe that the southern border is secure? I mean, 2% of Americans? 3%? I mean, does anyone truly believe the southern border is secure when you had, what was it, almost 10 million illegal aliens enter the U.S. in the past couple of years? It's more than the population of most states. Now, that got 135 likes. You have Dave Banner, nemesis of neocons, saying even people who believe in open borders have to admit the hypocrisy of this. And there's a video compilation, one of the American citizens going to the airport where they get body scanned and doing the pat-down strip search. Then it's juxtaposed with a picture of the U.S. border, or southern border, to the U.S. And it's just, you have security guards just standing there doing nothing and people just crossing the gates. And they're not checking their bags. The Border Patrol is actually giving the fist bumps and high fives to the people coming. That got 297 likes. It's also maybe a good throwback to remember when pretty much every citizen was almost forced to get the vaccine in the United States, and yet if you broke into the United States, you didn't have to get it. Interesting. You also have Ryan Walensky saying, quote, "It is an invasion and Biden is providing aid and shelter. That is treason, lock him up." Getting 185 likes. Valentin Gomez says, quote, "Every American citizen needs to use their Second Amendment to protect your family and your property. And the invasion is here." Unquote, getting 377 likes. Let's see here. Red Wave Press simply says, "This will end America as we know it," unquote, getting 70 likes. We found it. There's a contrarian statement. I had to scroll a little bit, but our favorite leftist, Luke Zaleski, chimed in. Now, granted, not really our favorite, just follow him because, again, more information, the better, and, life in an echo chamber can get a little bit boring. So Luke says, quote, "What do you call it when MAGA violently beats police protecting congresspeople inside the Capitol building? They are barred from entering so they can get in, hunt down elected officials, and make them stop certification of a legit election, and establish the transfer of power to the importance of the office on earth," unquote. Well, you would call those people feds, not MAGAs, but partial joke aside, or am I? That did get 11 views, 0 likes for now. Maybe some people like it by the time this video is rendered, but yeah, usually Luke gets a couple more likes than that. You also have Brick Suit saying, quote, "The invasion is absolute," unquote, getting 43 likes. Mo Smith says, quote, "A violent one. It is a takeover by foreign invaders, period," unquote, getting 63 likes. Let's see here. Log Cabin says, quote, "An invasion without the right to shoot. No, this is called our surrender," unquote, getting 20 likes. TheTrumpet.com says, quote, "Replacement theory is actually the Democrat strategy," unquote, getting 39 likes, which is fascinating that me just saying that will get a little fun additional, a note by the YouTube, even though we've seen elected officials talk about the replacement theory and how it's good. So, kind of the typical thing. One, it's not happening. Two, okay, it's happening, but it just doesn't matter. Three, it's happening, and you have to embrace it. Four, it's happening, you have to celebrate it. So, you see this in pretty much most political ideologies these days. So I guess, no one should be too surprised that this is happening. I guess the real question is, will people vote differently? Will people ask their elected officials to actually do something differently to stop it? Let's just say, when it comes to the government doing something to actually benefit, left and right, to the benefit of the U.S. citizenry, let's just say I'm not very optimistic. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.